Get out of here, there's a fire! Run for your lives! I grew up mostly in Texas, a bit of Arkansas as well, and those places, barbecue is really important to culture, family, just good old times in the summer out with friends. First executive chef position was all about barbecue, and I was only about 23 years old, and I was doing barbecue for thousands of people, and learned a lot and fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
How did you come to Korea?
I was kind of
running away from an ex-girlfriend.
And get out of the country, I guess. So we're still friends now. But for
in the beginning, I was just coming to Korea for a new experience, just another country to visit and check out. But Korea has been very, very good to me. Over the years, I've done more and more related to what I love, cooking, farming, teaching cooking. This is where I'm a professor of culinary down in Suwon. And yeah, if I was back in America, I would be a lot like many other people who love barbecue. But here in Korea, I get to be kind of special. So I've been lucky from that. Ooh. Seasonal, local ingredients, you know. I have a farm, so I love taking, I mean, right now, downstairs, there are 100 ears of sweet corn from my farm, and jalapenos and other peppers that we share with customers when they come in. We let them check it out, because it's a different kind of ingredient. So I love taking things fresh and local, like all of our meats here in the smokehouse are all Korean meats. When you've got good ingredients and when you've got, you know, local stuff, you're not only making great food, but you know, it's better for the global environment. It's better for you know, health and reduces pollution and all these great things. So that's what I try to keep to. February this year in February, my friend Chef Simon downstairs, he called me up and he said, can I use one of your smokers? When he called me up, I was like, yeah, sure, you can use the smoker on the farm, no problem. And I got there to the farm to make sure he knew how to use the smoker, and there were all these other people there. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you, make yourselves at home. And came back to test the meat afterwards. And they were all talking about omega this and special this, and I'm like, yeah, let's taste it. Let's wait until we can taste it. And as soon as we pulled, this was ogyopsal. This was the omega-3, omega gogi green grass with the skin on pork belly. As soon as we pulled that out of the smoker and sliced it up and took a bite, the first thing I said, I think, was like, 이걸 얼마요? kilo 얼마요? I wanted to know how much it cost because it tastes so good. And at that moment, with all those gentlemen around, people connected to the meat company or other folks interested in investing in this kind of a project, we knew after we tasted that meat that day in February that we had something of serious value.
It's not like other meats.
I knew it as soon as I smelled the raw pork, that it's not the same as any of these imported products from around the world, or even other Korean meats as well. It had a different smell to it raw. It's because of the diet. Now I've learned more about it, and what those animals eat is a very, very complex diet, and it makes it taste so much better. The fat on it is amazing. And for chefs, you know, fat is flavor. So.
Signature menu for the Lionsmokehouse?
Everything. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of them. I got to mention Dai Billington sausage. It's amazing. The first time I tasted some of the sausage he was making, I thought, and then I kept tasting Dai's sausage. I was like, this is so amazing just the way it is. We don't need to change a thing. And I'm so glad that Dai is a part of this project because, wow, it's totally, you can see it with the customers. Everybody loves it. That's a killer, awesome point that we have here. at Ryan Smokehouse. Usually on a barbecue menu, anywhere in the world, pulled pork is very important. Ribs are very important. We've got great spare ribs. Brisket, of course, the soyangjisao, the brisket. It's got to be awesome for a barbecue restaurant. The Hanu Omega Galbi, the rib smoked. That's pretty special. It's the marbling, the amount of richness to that Hanu Omega Galbi, the rib meat. We even made a special barbecue sauce to go with it that has a little bit more of a sour flavor to balance out all the richness in that rib. Then the belly on rib. I've never seen anybody do that. That was a happy accident. We were asking the meat company to send us more fat on there, and they sent us all of the fat. So it's galbi plus pesal. And I thought, okay, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. So I just did it just like any other barbecue. I gave it a rub and then put it in the smoker for, I think it was about 8 or 9 hours at about 110 degrees, and cut that up. And then one rib is like this big. And I loved it that day, and customers are really enjoying that here. It's kind of a wow item. I've never seen it anywhere else in the world. Open up another 20, 50 of Ryan Smokehouse in the next couple of years. That would be great. Yeah, sourcing more ingredients from our own farm.
Yeah, at one point we looked at some countryside locations, and I love that idea of, this is awesome, and this is a great way to educate the public about American barbecue. But eventually I would like to take this out next to a river, next to a stream, where it's really would have the American Southern feeling to it, where you're sitting outside on a nice day, where you can see nature, maybe you can see corn growing over here, or herbs and spices that we use in a rub or sauce, and you kind of full immersion into something like that. Maybe we have activities for families to enjoy while they're out there.
And you kind of full immersion into something like that. Maybe even have activities for families to enjoy while they're out there. So to me, that creates memories for people when they come to visit, and that's really what it ought to be about, I think. Yeah. All right, great.
이제 우리가 왔다 갔다 하면 좀 따로 그냥 뭐 라이언
Yes, sir.